According to a recent Fox News poll, more than half of all voters feel that President Trump's economy only helps rich people, with an additional 15% saying his economy helps, quote, no one. And that same Fox News poll found that 3 out of 5 voters feel pessimistic about the economy. Doesn't matter much what those of us on this panel feel, what the American people feel. Consumer sentiment is near record lows. Ordinary Americans know Donald Trump's economy isn't working for them. Dr. Morgan, you're an expert on the economy. I don't know your faith tradition, or if you share a particular faith tradition at all, but I'm a Matthew 25 Christian, meaning I like to center my work on the least among us, the poor, the most marginalized. Isaiah, whom I've been reading a lot lately, says, who are you to crush my people, to grind the face of the poor? So I want to dig into that verse from Matthew 25 to assess the Trump economy. It says, for I was hungry and you gave me something to eat, I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. Dr. Morgan, how have the president's policies been for hungry Americans?
Senator Warnock, the president's policies have pushed more and more Americans into hunger. We've seen actually 4 million people lose their SNAP benefits under this administration. It's about 700,000 of them were children. And the Century Foundation's own polling shows that 1 in 3 Americans have skipped meals in order to deal with their cost of living crisis.
So you said 4 million Americans, and you said 700,000 of the Americans kicked off of SNAP are children?
That's right.
Because I met with the speaker and others, and they say that these are able-bodied men who are kicked off of SNAP. You're saying these cuts are leaving children food insecure.
That's
Let's try another one. The text goes on to say, for I needed clothes and you clothed me. Dr. Morgan, how have the president's policies been for poor, unemployed, or unhoused Americans?
The tax cuts alone had a massive effect on low-income families. Low-income families actually lost money under H.R. 1 to the tune of about $1,200.
That's the one big beautiful bill?
That's right. But the Trump administration has also taken other actions that directly target poor and unhoused families. The Trump administration has attempted to impose time limits and work requirements on rental assistance. They've proposed cuts and changes to programs that support the homeless. And then rising utility costs are also hurting the poorest families as well.
Matthew 25 says, for I was sick and you looked after me. What about the president's health care policies, especially when it comes to health care affordability?
This is really an acute problem for families right now. We've seen cuts to Medicaid that have taken insurance away from families. We've seen the failure to extend the ACA premium tax credits that has jacked up the cost of health insurance premiums for many American families. We're also seeing increasing costs on employer-sponsored plans. So people are really faced with the choice right now of being uninsured or choosing, kind of like a skimpier health insurance plan in order to get coverage. And at the same time,
the Trump administration and Washington Republicans cut $1 trillion out of Medicaid. They call it waste, fraud, and abuse. Is it fair to say they cut more than waste, fraud, and abuse?
That is correct. They cut care for American families.
For I was a stranger, the text says, and you invited me in. How has the Trump economy been for law-abiding immigrants and dreamers living in the shadows?
We've seen a kind of xenophobic attack on our immigrant neighbors. We're seeing families who are afraid because of the actions of ICE to go to work and to send their families to school. It's incredibly crushing both for those families and for their communities and those of us who live among people. And then we've also seen these attacks to try to take away benefits and programs from law-abiding immigrants. So it's hugely concerning.
Yeah. So who's served by this economy? That's a long range of people who seem to be suffering. Who's served by the economy, the Trump economy?
I mean, it serves the rich, right? It serves Donald Trump himself. It serves his billionaire colleagues, and it serves the banks who are represented here at this hearing, who have gotten the Trump administration to roll back protections for working families in order to maintain their profits.
I'm a few seconds over, and so I'm going to bring this to closure, Brother Chair. But Donald Trump has been president for 18 months. And while he and his advisors love to blame Joe Biden for rising costs, Americans elected him to lower costs. He's been at it for 18 months. He's raised costs for everybody, shredded the safety net meant to catch people during tough times. This Trump economy isn't just bad. For me, it's a moral abomination. This is bigger than politics. It's about humanity. Thank you so much for your testimony.
Amen. Good afternoon. This is Elder G. God can woke us up one more time. God can start us on our way. God can close us in our right mind. And I hope and pray that all our limbs are working properly. You heard the senator, right? People talking about they believe in the economy. They believe in God. And they believe in Christ. But everything they do is against the Constitution. It's against God. And it's against Christ. God tired of it. And Christ tired of it. And I'm tired of it. I am sick and tired of people coming on TV making these lying speeches about how they love Christ and how they love God and how they love the economy and how they love children. I'm sick of it. And I'm mad. Because I can't believe that millions and millions of people saying that they believe in the Constitution, that means that they believe in the law. That means that they believe in the jury system. They believe in the Congress that's supposed to have an oversight and look out for our money. And all Congress doing is stealing our money. That's all they doing. It's putting our money in their pocket. At the same time, they laughing in our face. That's enough. Enough. It's enough. It's enough. I'm a man of God, and I done had enough. I'm sick and tired of people laughing in my face. The money that Donald Trump and those no good Republicans are spending, those are my tax dollars. That money is already the American people money. It ain't Donald Trump money. Donald Trump don't pay no taxes. Get your hand off of my money. I'm tired of it. Eventually, I'm going to cut it off. The Red Sea is in the front of me. And Pharaoh's army is in the back. I ain't going nowhere. I'm already an American citizen. I don't have to fight for it. President Trump, you no good. You anti-Christ. You anti-God. And you anti-Constitution. So it's the House of Representatives on the Republican side and the United States Senate on the Republican side and the Supreme Court on the Republican side. You are no good and you are no good to the core. It's my duty as a man of God to come on here and tell you the God's honest truth. Our federal government is discriminating against black and brown people and women. There is no question in my mind. There is no doubt. You got it. The Civil Rights Act. You gutted the Voting Rights Act. You got rid of affirmative action. And you did it all to get your millionaire and your billionaire tax breaks and government contracts, giving those billionaire people our money. That's our money, President Trump. You are stealing and robbing us of our own money, and we're not going to take it no more. You're going to either give us liberty, or are you going to give us death, or you are going to end up dead. It is unfair. It is unjust. It is ungodly. And we don't have to take it no more. God is on our side. Christ is on our side. The Constitution is on our side. The money, that's our money that they using to go into space. And it ain't going to do nothing for us. That's our money that you spending $45 million on your birthday party. It ain't doing nothing for us. That's our $16 million. You lied with fraud, and all you did was painted the reflection pool. That's our money. $60 million for a UFC fight. That ain't your money. That's our money. We are the taxpayers. The Constitution is of the people, by the people, and for the people. You is coming to the end of your road. Not just you. The 77 million people that enable you to pull this evil upon God's people. You're going to reap everything that you sow. I don't feel no way sorry. You didn't feel sorry for the poor. You didn't feel sorry when you raped our black women. You didn't feel sorry when you hung our black men on the trees. You didn't feel sorry when you cut their private parts off and put it in their mouth just because they looked at a white woman. You didn't feel sorry for the Native Americans when they were just minding their own business. And you came here and killed them and took their land. You didn't feel sorry for the women when you wouldn't let them own land. You wouldn't let them vote. You wouldn't let them open a bank account. Now they can't even make a choice about their own bodies. To hell with you. To hell with you. And I ain't talking about no curse word either. I'm talking about the pit that Jesus said he prepared for you that have no bottom to it. That burn with fire and brimstone forever and ever. That's the place that he has prepared for no good people like you. That think you better than somebody else just because of the color of your skin. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. The Bible said, whenever you start thinking that you something, the Bible says that's when you really nothing. When you misuse God's children and treat God's children, President Trump, that ain't your money. We didn't ask you to tell you what to do with our money. We hired Congress to oversee our money, and Congress is not doing their job. To hell with you too. With the Congress, the House, the Senate, and the Supreme Court. To hell with you too. Jesus has prepared that place for you. Where you gonna spend an eternity thinking that you better than somebody else, thinking that you better than God and Christ.